All right, tell me when you're ready.
Recording has started. We're using Teams now instead of Zoom, so that's good.
You want to call the Portage Township Board meeting for May 2024 to order. Muhammad's present.
Cheryl present.
Ryan present.
You want to approve the agenda?
My motion, we approve the agenda for the May 20th, 2024 Portage Township Board meeting.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Nobody. Okay.
So we have 2 meeting minutes for you.
Yeah, I
First
see that.
is the March 19 meeting. Cheryl, you joined late that meeting.
Mhm.
I put them in the wrong order. Sorry. That one you're looking at is
Yeah.
the second one.
Okay.
So first, we want to make a motion to approve the minutes from our March 19th board meeting.
Yeah. I'll do one at a time.
I move we approve the March 19th, 2024 Township Board of Portage Township meeting minutes.
Minutes.
All right, I'll second.
All right, so those are done. All right, so what's next on that agenda?
Sorry, it was
You're
incorrectly
fine.
added in there.
Just the
The
executive
second one is from
session.
the executive session, and this is very templated language, just saying that we discussed the things that we advertised that we were going to
Right.
discuss.
I move that we accept the April 23rd, 2024 Township Board of Portage Township minutes for the executive section.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Nobody opposed? Those minutes are in the minutes. So we got those done. Public comment. Do we want to do public comment?
No public
Everybody
comment. Nobody here.
there? All right, new
Oh,
business.
it's open. If anyone wants to run in.
You're right.
We did not actually ban it
Okay.
Good plug.
or try to and fail.
So the new business, go ahead, Jay.
Sure. So first resolution is an amendment to the employee salaries. And thank you, Ryan. I should have provided more detail. I just assume you guys are keeping track of everything like I am. Mainly the addition of these positions that we're going to have to hire later this year for the fire territory. As a consequence of the 2025 budget, we will do another one of these later this year for
Mhm.
2025.
Okay.
That will include actual firefighters, the
Mhm.
chief and all that. But these admin folks are going to be hired this fall to get things going there. So that's a change there. We removed an intake clerk position and we are making 2 part-time intake clerks
Okay.
positions. The project coordinator is now in here that
Okay.
is going to be doing the health grant.
Okay.
And then the administrative assistant position has been made into an office administrator position. And that is in there as well.
Just a quick question. What is the difference between clerk 1 and 2?
That was gonna be my question.
Good question. Experience, qualifications, and I don't want to say quality. Lana, better word?
In quality,
One certainly does a lot more than the other.
Yeah.
Based on
yeah.
attributes.
Attributes and experience, like maybe not working, for the trustee, but like in this, maybe field or.
Okay. Now, so do we already have these clerks or are we going to be advertising?
We have advertised these clerks. And we have hired 2 clerks.
Okay.
Part-time through Indeed. It was an amazing process where out of 20 interviews I scheduled, maybe 8 people showed up. It's just too easy on some of these websites. But anyway, we have 2 part-timers, both starting this week.
Okay.
One is only for the summer. When she is gone, there's a 3rd person that's going to take her place in
Okay.
August. Sarah Burns, Lucretia Glass, and Monique Farnell.
Okay.
And then, so our project coordinator is Connor, right?
The project coordinator is Connor's position. That's correct.
That's the health department grant.
Correct.
Okay.
But still needs to be listed in here.
Okay.
He's also going to work on other things. mainly assistance and sort of the community facing programs.
Uh-huh.
So when you guys, the baby essentials, the crock pot, he's gonna be working on all that, the baby essential stuff, coats for kids.
I'm supposed to be sending you.
School
where you can get
uniforms.
Uniforms.
Yeah, I
School
figured you
uniforms
would,
will be.
I forgot that. I'll
I
do it
figured you
tonight.
would,
Program level things is what he's going to do.
Right.
yeah, I figured you would have him here today.
You know what? He had a meeting. He's, I
Hit the
mean,
ground running.
really done a lot already.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Counter,
Yeah.
program.
The
coordinator.
project
Oh,
coordinator.
okay, project coordinator, okay.
And then the office coordinator is going to be works very closely with him, but we realized we had a need on, things were just falling through the cracks here, and Lana can give you a list of things that, so if it's an office related issue, fire territory related, thing that needs to be handled, that's why Jamie, you see reaching out to you
Right.
for things.
Yeah.
She's handling things on the admin side. So the board will probably interact with both.
Okay, I had a quick question. So when are you gonna need to hire the fire chief?
Great
It's
question.
gotta be before January, isn't it?
Yes, in July, technically speaking.
Okay.
In July, the fire territory board will be formed, which will
Okay.
accept a recommendation
Okay,
for that. We are putting together an offer letter right now. We could talk about that more.
Okay.
Later, though, I guess. I had that on the agenda.
cause would that appear here?
It will.
Okay,
You're right. Fire chief will appear there, firefighter will.
Okay.
Anybody that's being paid by the territory
okay,
or the
cause
township.
we're handling the finances.
Yep.
Okay,
This is the transparency portal for all of that.
okay,
Mhm.
So,
But the fire chief won't start until January,
right,
which is why we don't need to include him on here.
okay,
These admin folks are going to start later this year
okay.
because, we gotta get the ball rolling. Yeah.
so are there gonna be two chiefs? Like one Warren, one Portage?
No, one fire chief, two assistant chiefs.
Okay.
Okay.
Did the chief at Warren, is he interested in being that chief?
The Warren chief, actually, the Warren chief has been on medical leave for many months, actually, and so I don't know what his status is.
How about the Portage chief?
The Center Township
Yeah.
chief, actually, he just emailed us yesterday to say he's going to stay with Center.
Okay,
He is in favor of them moving into a territory.
Right.
But he, just has his reasons that he's going to
Yeah.
stay. Yeah.
okay,
It's very likely that Steve Downey will be the acting chief for a while
okay,
it gets going. He's basically doing it
Okay.
anyway.
Mm-hmm.
In our offer letter, that's what I was gonna say. In our offer letter to the firefighters, that's what's going to be in there, that he's going to be the acting chief
okay.
until the fire territory is formed and officially
Okay.
makes a decision.
So what are you thinking about when in 2025 will we actually get the permanent chief?
Well, I think
think?
we'll get that in a few months.
Oh,
The
okay,
territory board forms in July,
okay,
and that's the official board that will hire the chief.
okay. So you're saying by January, we should probably have a chief, right?
I think, yeah, we'll have one in July, I would say. July or
Oh, okay,
August.
got you.
Yep, yeah. Maybe not assistant chiefs.
But, right, okay.
Right, so everybody good on this? Make a
Yeah.
motion.
I don't have any other
for
questions.
Resolution 12/2024.
Mm,
No chance to really remember. And these are all the positions, there's not multiples.
No, and in fact, there are part-time clerk 1, part-time clerk 2. I could have just put part-time clerks. But one is much younger, so we offered her a lower rate of pay, younger and she's like kind of a college student. But there is no other difference between those two.
So what, two has more experience?
Yeah,
than
2
one?
has
that's
more
really-
experience.
yeah,
2 does have more
that's really-
experience. I shouldn't
right.
say that, yeah.
Yeah.
They're both college students, frankly, but.
Okay, so. when-
See, I don't think I have any other questions.
I do have an issue with the project coordinator getting $420,000.
Where is she?
Oh,
Yeah, it's a whole extra zero up in there.
Jason, you're gonna.
Oh,
you
damn
wanna
it.
print that out?
My comma's correct, at least.
Man, I need that job.
Oh, I need to be the project coordinator too. I know how to use a crock pot.
I'll resign from the board right now. I gotta go ahead and take that. All right, so.
damn
All
it.
right, then we'll
Did
take
you
that.
send that out for me?
So,
It's a tough crowd today, isn't it, Jason?
yeah, I
Have we
called
read
poor
that
Jason
Already going
earlier
it's already
today.
going more difficult than I hoped.
Okay, so I guess we move to accept this, right?
With the,
Correction.
Yeah, with the correction.
Okay, I move we accept resolution 12-2024, the amended Portage Township 24 employee salary resolution with the correction for, where is it?
Project coordinator.
Project coordinator, with salary is really $42,000.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
No, nobody's objecting, so resolution 12/2024 is passed.
Thank you.
And we have to sign it, right?
Well, I have these,
Yeah.
yes, I'm gonna start, I have the minutes too, I need everybody to sign, so,
You want
I didn't know
to
whether-
do them all at once or?
Yeah,
That's
let's
what I
do them
was
all at
thinking.
once.
but you're reprinting for me?
Oh, I could do that. Sure.
Get that up this month, right? Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Jason, could you go over again the new, who has been hired?
Actually, yes. So Connor Piper, you need the names?
Yeah, that's the project,
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Lana, would you mind giving him those?
sure.
Connor Piper is the new program coordinator.
Okay.
Lucretia Glass is the part-time 2 intake clerk.
She's permanent.
GLAS?
Lucretia is LA
Capital K.
capital KREASHA in glass, like traditional glass. She's the permanent part-time, yeah. She's going to school to, I forget if she's like,
Physical.
is she just, or is she, I feel like she's
No, she's gonna be here a while though.
just, but she's gonna be here for a while. She's worked for in the past, we found out, 2 real services, 2 part-time and 1 other intake. So that's kind of a perfect marriage. I feel
Yeah,
like,
it
you
is.
know, she has some running, and she's got a really good sunny disposition. I think she's gonna be great here. The other one is Sarah with an H, ready? She's intake clerk 1, Sarah with an H, Burns, traditional spelling of Burns, like Mr. Burns.
I had a quick question. The comptroller, they're gonna be both for us and for the fire territory?
They will, yes.
Okay.
They will, yes. The need is because, is it printing?
I don't know.
Okay. But yes, to answer your question, the majority of the, or all of them, the position will be paid for by the fire territory fund.
Okay.
You printed it landscape unless anybody doesn't mind.
That's annoying. I don't like that, you know?
And Lucretia was part-time clerk 1.
2.
2.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, 3 new people. Oh, this changes in office.
I'm busy.
Yeah,
Yeah, so.
it's nice.
You're good?
Yeah.
Good to go?
I
Okay.
know you said this before, but operations support manager, that's more on the fire territory side?
90% of her work will be in
Okay.
fire territory. Yeah.
Did it say her? Does that
For
mean
him.
someone in line?
We're thinking there is somebody that applied for, that position is not gonna be filled till August or September. They applied for the project coordinator position,
Mhm,
but were overqualified.
mhm.
So we'd like to offer them that position. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, I think that, yeah, I'll go get it.
That's the operations support manager.
okay.
That's the
there.
one we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Would it be
Okay,
possible,
so I'm definitely putting.
so she needs, everybody same
Did
time,
they- did they
if
come
one
up
time the
the same way
project
again?
coordinator could come to one of the board meetings?
Sure.
Yeah, I think you'd like to.
I think you'd like to.
Yeah, I figured he would be
He's
here
great. He
today.
literally
but,
has been-
yeah.
He was at a
Hit the
meeting.
ground running.
Right.
He's just,
He
I
sent out
mean,
the
the
email. I
first
got
week,
got his
but he keeps
message.
coming in about crock pot, so don't worry, Shirley. I didn't even have to pound it into the ground. He loves it.
I don't know why this is happening. Try one more thing. Otherwise, we're stuck with this poopy copy.
So you two will send me your headshots and what you're gonna work on. getting
Yeah, I'll
those.
remember tonight.
That's one of the things Connor's working on too, for the monitor up front for the people, like, and we haven't seen it yet, because I think he's gonna show us this week, a scrolling things like information for people to see while they're sitting up
Something
there.
wrong with that copy. Dude. I just do not know what's happening.
I'm sure that's fine.
Yeah, I'll find him, or Sean still has them, I'm sure.
Okay, then, we
Alright,
good?
ready?
Next thing? Yep. Resolution 13.
2024, a resolution of the Board of Portage Township, Portage County, Indiana expressing an interest in the purchase of real property.
So you are experienced with the process here now and what this would look like. So
Yeah.
this is just a first step. But the idea is at some point, we are going to have to rebuild our fire station. It's going to need to be rebuilt.
You're talking about
Fillmore.
Fillmore.
Yep. So the question remains is it going to be rebuilt on that same site or does it make sense to move it somewhere else?
I like that site. Let me tell you why I like that site. Because of all the open area that you got a barbecue in.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying.
So
We should have like a little fireman's festival or something out there.
You could.
you could. Warren's next fire station's almost less than a mile away though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if the fire territory is going to expand one day, and if New Carlisle and Walkerton, North Liberty, these areas, does it make sense to consider moving it to an area that's going to service more of the area, including Portage Township?
So the way the map works, right? Like there's two chunks of Portage Township essentially that are outside of the city, right?
Well,
That's in the northern chunk.
the northern is very small, and that's not serviced by Portage Township. Actually, it's there's a handshake agreement that Clay takes care of that. Clay Township also has a section that is near us that by handshake agreement we take care of. So,
So what you're saying is the Fillmore Road is in bad shape.
Fillmore Road is in bad shape.
Okay. And either way, we're gonna have to replace it,
Yeah.
even
so-
if we weren't in this new
Correct.
fire territory.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
it does not meet any OSHA standard whatsoever in a great many ways.
Okay.
Um,
So is this looking at possible land for the fire
yes, there's,
station?
there's land on 23 in Mayflower.
Right here.
Okay.
Yep.
Are these those parcels you're talking about?
I have a printed map I can actually go get. Let me just look at it.
Help me out.
So these are next door to each other.
Help me out here.
Mhm.
Okay. Does it say any place here where it's at?
Go to the next.
Oh, next page? I got so many pages.
No, where's, just had it on.
It's
That one right there, sorry.
Oh,
that one.
these
No,
are
no,
the
no,
ones-
no, no.
These are the ones I ran
Yeah,
off.
that one right there.
Okay. Okay, this makes sense, because this one had A, but nothing on
I know,
it.
you're like,
Okay, I got you now.
So, I mean, we rebuild the fire department,
Hold this up for me.
but the land is still ours,
oh my.
right?
So the idea here is what we'd be interested in doing is seeing how much it would be to acquire this property
Uh-huh,
and then just sort of taking it from there.
okay.
So baby steps. Right here is our station,
Uh-huh,
Warren,
okay,
okay? And this land is Mayflower 23 right here.
okay,
That's what I was thinking, like further south would be. maybe
Correct, yeah.
more sense.
okay,
And this would eventually house an ambulance.
okay, so that,
This whole area doesn't have ambulance.
okay, so help me out. Trace with your finger our area.
Uh,
Okay, I got you.
But
Okay.
if we're part of this fire territory, these guys are responding into our area there, you know.
And that southern part is center, right?
This is center. Mhm.
Yeah, so that's not.
These lines are not township lines. These are just
Territory lines.
fire territory.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So that means like this bottom bit's gonna be lobbed off for center, basically.
Yes, but you know, we'd be
I mean,
kind of
still
doing mutual aid, yeah.
but-
But the idea here is green is here, which needs service. So the idea here is if Portage Township even showed good faith effort that we'd be willing to relocate a fire station, it might make these other townships say, we would be interested in joining this because even better service that we'll be getting.
Okay.
Green Township doesn't have a fire station at all. And again. no-
So who
no
does,
ambulance.
who does their fire?
Is it center?
They pay Center Township to do half of it and they pay Walkerton to do the other half.
Okay, gotcha.
So what we would be proposing to do here is just order appraisals
Uh-huh,
for this land to see how much it would cost.
right,
And that's it. Every further action would
right.
be.
They're all basically in the same spot there.
Mhm.
Correct, yeah, it's
Okay.
3
So,
adjacent parcels
one
in
and
the
two
corner
are-
there.
All right.
23 in Mayflower, if you've ever driven by it,
Yeah, I know where
you know
that
that
is.
exact spot, right across
Yeah.
from the grocery store.
Right.
Yeah.
You know
So this has nothing to do with here,
that? Here.
this building,
No.
Nope,
totally separate.
totally separate. Yep.
Okay,
That's what I was reading at first. I was like, oh,
Nope. Totally different.
Is there any reason why we don't make the gentleman agreements formal?
I don't think they do. I don't know.
It seems to me,
well, because for the mutual aid, like
should be in writing.
well, if you remember well, actually, maybe you weren't at those meetings when we first started talking about this just in the territory. Some of the firefighters got very indignant about the idea of them not covering fires. Right?
I'm not
So
saying
there
they
are-
don't cover it, I just think it should be,
But just that's what the agreement is already there. The mutual aid agreements exist.
yeah, but I think it needs to be in writing.
But it is mutual aid. is-
So the mutual aid's in writing?
I don't know if it is.
I didn't think, I got the,
I'm sure it is with the dispatch center,
yeah, but I didn't get the feeling that
I'm sure
it was
you're
in
right.
writing.
but I don't think it's formal like you think.
I think it should be formal. I think that kind of stuff, I don't believe in gentleman handshakes for things like this that are important.
But I can understand that. But the danger of codifying it is then you start having issues with people trying to meet the code rather than just getting out there and covering the fire. Since we already had the idea of mutual aid as a thing. Actually, no, it was Lakeville, when we were talking about Lakeville, that they started, like, no, we're always gonna cover it.
Yeah, right.
If you write it down, then people start bickering about other aspects of it instead of just going to cover the fire.
Well, it says you'll do
It
this.
says you'll do this and you owe this much, and if you don't, then we can't go. So it potentially creates barriers that we don't want there if it's already something that's covered, like the closest station covers the fire.
Okay, I've always believed I don't believe in handshakes, that's all.
Well, in any kind of legal situation, I agree, but this is a little different, I feel like, because you don't want there to be a barrier for the service to be provided.
All right, so everybody good?
Grab this, all right.
Yeah.
And I got one here if you need it.
So we will make a motion on resolution 13/2024.
Well, hold on, so this is just
Order appraisals
order appraisals.
for that property in the corner.
Do we know how much that's gonna cost?
The appraisals,
Okay.
$1,000.
Okay.
It's like, it would be in the couple thousand buck range.
Okay.
That's what they were before.
All right, I'm fine then.
You good? All right, we'll make a motion on resolution 13/2024. The resolution of the board of Portage Township of St. Joe County, Indiana, expressing their interest in the purchase of real property.
Second.
I'm
All
in favor.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. All right, resolution 13/2024 is passed.
Okay, this one is just an amendment to the previous one that you passed, which was to buy the pumper truck. There was actually just a misprint in the amount of it, so $867,500 is the corrected amount. Previously, the one that passed was previously it said, no, it's in it.
So now we'll own this, right? If we
Yep.
ever dissolve.
Sure will. 824,000 is what it said before, and it actually is 867,000. There's no change. There's nothing that changed at all. In fact, that 15% figure there is actually accurate to the correct price. It was just a misprint. But it was caught in financing. Of course.
All right, everybody good?
I will illustrate that in the minutes.
The difference?
The number difference.
Okay.
So we're gonna make a motion on resolution 14/2024. A resolution approving the special purchase of certain firefighting equipment and apparatus by Portage Township of St. Joe County.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And since you're warmed up and remembering what that was, resolution 15 is 2 more trucks that are needed, a squad. Brian explained what that was a couple meetings ago, and a tanker truck. These have the corrected numbers in them, they should. So these are combined. If you see on the second page, second paragraph, it has the separated amounts, and then a combined amount that you would be passing here. These actually, so we're picking up that other truck. That pumper is gonna be ready this month in May. That's why we're sort of hurrying the financing along. In fact, Lana, we should right away in the morning get this updated thing to that lady.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
if they passed it.
100%.
Because she's waiting for that.
Yep.
These won't be ready for at least 3 years.
Okay,
So we have to order them now. And in fact, this authorizes financing when the moment comes, but we aren't actually even going to have to pay for them. We don't even consider how we're gonna pay for them for 3 years until they come. So by that time, we might have enough money saved in a cumulative fund, or if we went and got a bond, we could pay for it out of bond money, or you could finance it again. All decisions that can be made. This is just the approving that we can order these 2 vehicles that are needed.
so. Okay, so I'm assuming since we won't have the Center Township trucks anymore, that,
That's a good thing.
what's the name of it? That Warren has enough trucks until we get the other truck.
Correct.
Okay,
Exactly.
we're
right.
not short a truck.
We are not, no. Warren will be able to cover what we're short. But we have about everything we'll need.
Okay,
It's just old and yeah, needs to go.
okay. Are we gonna sell the old truck?
Center has to sell everything that they don't want and we don't want
Okay.
and give us a check for a third of the value.
Mm-hmm.
They also have to give us a check for a third of the value of anything that they keep that was bought while we were at territory.
Okay,
So it's a dissolution of assets that we're working through.
okay.
All right. Everybody good?
Great question.
Make a motion that, on resolution 15, 2024, a resolution approving the special purchase of certain firefighting equipment and apparatus by Portage Township of St. Joe County, Indiana.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 15, 2024 is passed. Old business.
None.
None? All right, so these are our proposals for what exactly?
That's the resolution you just passed.
Okay.
Through all that.
I read it. I didn't understand anything.
I read it. The lawyers read it.
I
Most
assume
importantly.
you know.
All right, first, I do have lots of items actually for you, just updates. See, so you have our updated budget numbers here, pretty self-explanatory. My only note in
Well,
here,
this one,
yeah, I was looking at that and the budget. I have nothing huge to note here, except that obviously our numbers continue to rise. 120 people we served in April versus 73 the month last year in April, so that was interesting. But that's the only thing I really have to note is, things are trending as we'd expect them to. Budget, nothing terribly notable, except that with the budget resolution or the amended salary resolution that you passed, we're going to go ahead and update these names in the budget now, but we were waiting to do that until the board had a chance to look at them.
I had one question, and I can't find it, but what it was is, on each of these, it's like, it says miscellaneous bank fees. And I know I must be looking at it because it looks like we did 2 million, almost $3 million.
If I may say, that's the 2024 bond proceeds.
This,
So we just put it all in one
That's how they create it, yeah.
account number.
oh, okay. So hold on, I'll find it again. Ta-da. So this one here, right here, and this one here are really the same.
No, that's the rainy day fund.
Okay.
Our rainy day fund, the township's rainy day
Okay.
fund.
So this, but it has the same account numbers. I'm confused.
Well, that's in a series number.
Yeah, it's serious
So
number.
Okay.
if you recall, like here, for instance, here, Cheryl, just using this as an example. This is called the 1000 series.
Right.
And as you see right here, account 1000 totals, 3000 account totals. State Board of Accounts, this total number at the bottom, that's all they care about.
Okay.
Anything that we create within here is just for it's just for
Our
the office.
purposes.
Yeah, it's just for our purposes to track so we know
Okay.
what's going on.
So the bank fees really aren't.
It's more like
$2 million.
No. That's
No,
right.
no. That's
Okay.
how much was receipted in. This is how much well, that's
Right
the rainy
here.
day one. And this one right here,
Uh-huh.
that's how much we got in the bond proceeds.
Okay,
This is how much we've expended, I think. I
Okay.
can see from my, yeah.
okay,
Yep. And this is rainy day and this is bond proceeds.
okay, I got you now. They just have the same account number, that's all.
So it can.
Okay,
Like it's,
yeah.
yeah.
I was looking at that and I was like, I know we can't have any bank fees that are $2 million.
We're definitely leaving.
And I said to myself, miscellaneous expenses, what kind of miscellaneous expenses are almost $3 million? But now I understand.
Mhm.
Ah, there it is. I'm like, where the hell is this?
Okay.
And then,
So nothing there unless there's questions.
So we did the thing with the rental vehicles before. How, has that already? We talked about approving rental vehicles for the township.
Rental vehicles.
I thought we were buying those.
yeah, I was saying rental.
Oh,
Rented for some reason.
they'll
Yeah.
come out of the capital funds. That's right. Yes. It'll come out of the bond.
Okay, but when is that?
Well, we paid for one, and then they're saying that the one is being born right now, so that'll be born after that, and then the other one is at the end of the year.
Okay.
It is specialized and needs,
So we're talking about vehicles just for the Portage Township use or for the territory?
Both.
Okay,
Housed in Portage Township, but used by the territory
Mhm.
as well.
Correct. Owned by Portage Township, always. Because we're paying for it. That's our bond. Does that make sense?
No, I was just wondering, because you have the retreat stuff planned, so it's like, is one of them already?
Oh, yeah, no, we'll be able to take that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, hopefully the new one.
now the building maintenance, is that for this building or is that for this building and the one over on Williams?
No, we don't pay for maintenance here. I don't know, Lana, did you charge anything there?
Let me look and see what's
Right here.
This probably was the old building.
building maintenance.
We had some outstanding bills that we had to
Yeah.
hang on to and pay in
In
January.
January, so that's probably why this number's so high.
before we had the
We're gonna
bond.
have to go through in the next month or two.
Remember how we didn't get the bond money until February.
Right, okay.
So unfortunately, this would have been full of that, but we were able to hang on to bigger invoices and pay them
Yeah.
after we got the bond money, but some of them we couldn't wait, we had to pay.
So other than paying for rent here and utilities,
No utilities,
no utilities. So exactly what are we responsible for this building?
nothing.
Just the rent?
Rent.
Light bulbs,
Okay,
Light bulb and rent.
that kind of stuff.
okay,
Yeah. We do still have to obviously pay the utilities for William Street.
you're right.
Like we kept the heat on, obviously, we're looking,
In the winter months,
right?
And our internet and
Water.
phone here,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
but no electric or anything like that.
so basically speaking, a good chunk of the money for maintenance, wherever I saw building maintenance, is gonna be for the Williams Street. Like keeping the heat on in the winter,
Well, maintenance would be if we had to repair something.
okay,
Yeah.
Utilities, there's a utility line.
okay.
There's nothing like that. I can dig into that and verify for the next
Mhm.
meeting what.
You know what would be helpful to me?
Mhm.
Put a little parentheses and put, I don't know, Williams.
Oh, street versus here.
Yeah,
or
so,
any-
yeah,
We could just tell you if we have an expenditure there, 'cause we haven't had one since last year. All things that are being done for the renovation were being taken out of bond proceeds.
and then I'm looking at shelter,
Yeah, I was trying to find that. It was hiding
It's-
there.
it's-
and I don't understand this one.
No, that one was, it's zero now because in error earlier
Wrong
this
one.
year, I posted one, but then we backed it out. So it's
Okay.
like
Incorrect.
continues. But you
Okay.
can see shelter.
Well, I saw shelter on the other
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
I was
That's
trying to
what it is.
figure out, I said, what kind of
That's the
shelter
shelter
can
you're
you
thinking
get for
of.
$318?
Well, it's
No.
25% over the year. That's interesting.
Okay, goodness, I think that's it.
Yeah, no, they got
My
backed it out,
question.
yeah.
A little surprised actually at how low some of them are.
Well, yeah, it's a slow roll always. we're going into our busiest
We're
months.
about
Is that what
to-
you mean? Utility,
Yeah.
for the
We're
assistance?
about to,
Yeah, we're about to get slammed.
Well, yeah, I mean, school's about to be out, all those things.
It's really real, everybody else is out of money.
And people have spent their,
Tax check.
checks.
yeah,
Absolutely.
They didn't even get a tax.
Yeah, when we're
Yeah,
done,
to pay
remind me, I
taxes.
got a
me too.
thing about electricity that's hilarious.
Mhm.
Can't have any other questions.
No, I think that's good.
All right. Facility update is, there's no update. Things are the same where they are. Let's see here. We are still negotiating with the owner here. There's, no movement. We have a bottom line number and he's yet to agree to that. So I actually spoke to the realtor today and kind of just said, like we've got to, if it's not here, we've got to move on and start looking at other places. So,
So we're not really doing anything at Williams other than maintaining,
everything's on pause there.
pause there,
Yeah,
right?
That's right. Yeah, saving the money. So that's where that is. The St. Joe County Fire Territory, we kind of touched on a lot of that already. But things will really start to get in motion there here after the summer. The board will be created. And we're going to be hiring, so in July, we're going to offer any open positions to any current
Yeah,
firefighter. They have all of June, I should say, June. They have all of June to apply. And then in July, we would look at outside hires on top of that, and everything's advertised and all that kind of
But
stuff.
you know what, I kind of don't think you're gonna have that issue. I think that when you have those positions open for current firefighters, it's already there. I don't think you'll have an issue. with
Some of them are saying they don't like the new schedule, or they don't, I don't know. Some of them, they personalities, they don't want to work for this person or this guy, I've tried to stay really, really.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
But things are moving along really well. So
Okay.
it's good. Steve will
So-
be gone for the month of June, so we're trying to get everything done here.
so the new fire chief will interview the firefighters. I'm trying to figure out how that works.
We've committed that any current firefighter will have a job.
Right, okay,
But then, yes, the interim fire chief will then be responsible for interviewing and handling all the day-to-day stuff like that.
okay,
When this operations support manager comes on, that will also be that individual's job.
okay.
Happy to follow up there. Cedar Glen, no real update there. So kind of to be continued. Health First grant we talked about. Connor's working on that, getting the ball rolling on it. So, you'll be hearing from him a lot on there.
What's his, it's a he, right?
Uh-huh.
What's his timetable for actually starting to work with people?
He's on it.
He's already
He's on it.
yeah.
He's-
Okay, so
It's
he's
his
getting
first week.
clients and
Yeah.
all.
This is his first week.
Yeah.
He's already, he's got to get the content creation. He's working on
Okay.
that. He's already reaching out to La Casa and all these other
Okay, yeah.
Charles Black or
Yeah.
Charles Martin
Yep.
to try
Okay.
to identify locations and stuff. He's working with Robin Vita, formerly of the county health department.
Okay. That's where he's at this afternoon. I mean, he's just literally hit the.
Very
door
busy,
and
yeah.
Done.
Revised employee manual you guys got some notes from you guys on that. Cheryl and I walked through some stuff, so I took down those notes and I forwarded them over to Craig DeVault. Those are my main, I just have under other discussion items, I just wanted to let you guys know about, remind you about June 5th. So thank you, it sounds like everybody's coming. It's great.
June 5th is our employee appreciation.
Employee appreciation night, yep.
What was the senior
Yeah.
community
Yeah,
center?
that's what I got.
Yeah,
Well,
What?
strike that
Yeah.
from the agenda.
But I can't do well in heat and sun anyway. I break out in
I
hives.
know, but it
if I
might
get
not be
too
that
hot.
warm.
What if it's nice and cool?
Oh, I'm stuck working that night.
Oh, that's
We're
right,
short,
it's working.
we're short one person.
Well, even Jen's coming.
All right, well, no, it'll be good. Well, we'll do other stuff. Juneteenth, I haven't gotten any additional info yet. We have the city celebration scheduled for June 22nd, but no additional info yet. So if you get that, if you could send it over to
Okay.
us. And then I haven't heard anything from Kenneth yet either. on his end.
And we've got something over at Miami.
Yeah, I got that one on here. Miami Village Summer Kickoff, June 1st. Lana and I were talking about that. We'll be out
Okay.
there.
I'll come, so that's not quite my area, but of town, but
Oh,
it's
that's great.
near it.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah,
We'll bring the
so
table.
just
and
let me know.
We'll need the table and tent, sounds like. Croc Fest, Pride Fest are both June 15th. We don't have tables at either, but I'll be there. I'll be around there.
Great.
The tenant empowerment event was put together by the South Bend Tenant Association folks, Judy and Rodney. That's also June 15th. We will be at that. So we just couldn't do everything. So I'll be buzzing all around town that day. If you guys want to join, you
Yeah.
know, anything you can do there.
June 15th?
June 15th.
I don't really have.
Should have our shirts by then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? If you could send out a list of all
I'm
the
going out. I
stuff
told her that. I'm
for
gonna
the
do
next
that.
few months
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll do that.
and times and locations.
The parade.
Jason just send email.
Because
Yeah.
I had no idea where the Ravine Park or whatever it was
Oh,
called.
yeah.
And I have to know somebody who's in that neighborhood association and they told me where it was.
I will send an email with all that in there. And then we will have an entry in the Memorial Day Parade. We'll have probably our new fire truck in there, but at least 2 trucks.
Okay,
Our staff are gonna come out and Lana ordered go tell.
okay.
What is the parade on Memorial Day?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it is. And it starts at 8. I think lineup's at 7:30. I'd have to get the specifics.
That's
So I
right.
think Jamie's kind of working on that, where we're starting off from. But Jamie also ordered, we got little like stress balls. I say Portage Township on them, and I read the theme of the fire territory too. Yeah, we're gonna be careful about the, yeah. So we want to do that, and like, I want to like get some candy, because
You can't throw it.
You can't
You can hand
throw
it
it.
I don't throw it, you can hand it. I've been in parades the last couple of years, trust me, you get wet, you just don't whip it at people. Those kids come like, you know, like, anyways, so we'll be doing that, and we're excited. We will have shirts.
So it's 8 o'clock.
Cheryl, you will have,
A button up.
you should have your button up, and we're hoping to have them in time.
Okay,
Jimmy's been working on that with Instaprint or now Allegra to make that happen in the ones that you want, and then we're all gonna have
polos.
polos. with
Yeah,
the-
make sure that that stays on my agenda, because what I figured out like recently, so like when something happens.
Yeah.
I immediately have Jen put it on my calendar, right? Because if it's not on my calendar, I'm not.
Oh,
Agreed.
that's what Jason and I
I've
talk
said
about
all
all
the
the
time.
time.
It's not on my calendar. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, I mean, like I just,
But it would be great. I don't know if you guys are planning on attending or walking.
yeah,
That'd be
I'll-
fabulous.
yeah, I'll be out there.
Can I ride?
Actually, yeah.
Let's
Cause I
put her-
can't walk.
Let's put her in
We can
there.
bring the township vehicle.
Yeah.
And we have a banner, so that we've always had. So we want to obviously have our name,
Mhm.
not just for the fire territory, but obviously for
Mhm.
Portage Township, for the assistant side. That's a great side of town to
Mhm.
make sure they know.
Could we pass out business cards
We can pass out we have our brochures.
We could.
of your brochures?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Right,
And I think we still have some pens left. Just so they have the name and they know.
yeah,
Like, come here, yeah.
right. It's hard to, believe it or not, it's hard to find the phone number here
Right.
because trustee Clancy
Uh-huh.
appears when you type in
Portage.
Portage
We
Township.
get sometimes phone calls from folks like that.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
look at getting a moniker, like, 288.
Yeah, that's the one that comes up all the time.
Is that
Is
Michigan?
anything at the top?
It's over in Portage, I think.
Yeah.
There's a.
But when you type it in, he comes up first.
Mhm.
Last 2 items I got, I'm sorry, go ahead, Cheryl.
And you also can get somebody in Michigan that's Portage.
We can have some literature, but I don't know how many we have left, but I can tell you the kids at a parade go gaga
Yeah,
over
this is
candy,
fine.
and adults go gaga over pens. I
Yes,
can tell you.
yes. Because it's got the phone number
Smart.
and it's not easy to find.
Smart. I just have 2 items for you guys. Meeting schedule. We want to go back to the 3rd Tuesday at 5 PM, generally. And I'll advertise it then.
That's
Okay,
fine with me, because now, so I'm on my last, Thursday is actually my last NNN board meeting. I have to roll out the board. So that won't get in the way.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, I will do that. I just wanted to make sure that's what you guys want to do. And then you got board retreat,
right.
we're calling it. Our schedule is pretty firm. So actually, Mohammed, I'm gonna sign this one, following our new policy. And then I'd like you to sign the bottom since it's.
And I have all
Since it's
these.
you and me, Charlie.
Nobody gets out of the
Can I have that
room.
pen? But if there was any questions about it, I'm happy to answer. Just the one thing, let's talk about it. So that's all that I have.
I have to have the front seat because I'm claustrophobic.
That's no problem.
that's fine with me. I'll ride in the back. I'm cool. I mean, I can take a nap since we're leaving at 8 in the
Why
morning.
don't you sign right there? Usually you wouldn't have to sign these, but.
And
since you I
school's
are
out for
going-
you, so you don't have to get up early.
Right.
Thank you.
And then you two could sign this one first before I send the other ones around. Jason. Thank you.
All right, that's it. We can adjourn.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
I second.
Okay,
All
this
in
one,
favor?
first one is
Everybody.
the minutes from March 19th.
Mhm.
Right, I'm gonna send you the pen.
And I will remember to send you tonight where,